So these Omega Speedmaster 1957s or the 57s kind of have me thinking maybe if you're in the market for a Speedmaster, a moon watch, right? Maybe that's not really the one you should look at. Maybe the Speedmaster 57s are the ones you should look at. You have some cool color options. I think you have a better movement. I'm not a movement snob, and I don't get too hung up on that, but this movement's pretty incredible. I mean, so is the 3861, but this 9906 is pretty dang incredible. Plus, you get a date and you have the jumping hour. So, like for travel, you can forward, advance, or go backward with the hour hand without interrupting the timekeeping of it. So, great option for travel as well. So big thanks to the crew at Exquisite Timepieces, Naples, Florida. Link in the description. Tell them I sent you. Get a hold of Nick, Tyler, Graham, and Joe. Any of those four guys will help you out. Pretty much anyone there will help you out, but those are like my four main contacts. Everybody I talk to that has dealt with Exquisite Timepieces has had a great experience, including myself. I've bought, I don't even know how many watches off them, but that's just my experience, and I'm working with them at this level. So it's good to hear that feedback from other people, both within my private Discord group and just in the community. Also, you guys watching this, maybe you've worked with one of the salespeople at Exquisite, whether you purchased or not. You guys chiming in the comments really helps with the feedback. So I appreciate you guys doing that. So back to this watch here. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit as we talk about the size, because these are actually pretty dang incredible. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to see the green one or the red one. There's a blue one, but the red one just, man, it's so good with the black and then this leather strap. So case size on this, 40 millimeter wide. Lug to lug, I measure at 49.36 millimeter. I know I'm getting a little specific there, but 49.36. Thickness, including that boxed and slightly double domed sapphire crystal, is 13.2 millimeter. So pretty thin considering it is a chronograph with a date. It's not an automatic. You do have to wind it, but that also helps with having a very cool display case back and keeping the watch on the thinner side. You have a 20 millimeter lug width here, so you can play around with straps. You can get it on a bracelet. The bracelet looks really good, but these leather straps are amazing as well. And a 6.5 millimeter signed crown that is just a push-pull, so you don't need to worry about screwing it down or anything. This isn't a water watch. It's 50 meter water resist, so you can get caught in the rain. You can wash your hands. You can do the dishes. It's not going to be a problem. So when I'm talking about adjusting the hour hand for travel, it's that simple. So you can see the running seconds over there at the 9 o'clock position, and then this is also how you would adjust the date. So that would be the one downside that maybe some people might try to convince you of. I don't really think it's that big of a deal. And then, of course, winding this is extremely smooth and easy to operate. Also, the chronograph function is a column wheel chronograph. So you can see the column wheel cut out in the base plate. They have a reveal there, so you can see that. This movement also has 45 joules. You can see it's labeled in this concave portion here, showing the escapement. So you can see it says 45 joules. It is a, you can see right there, master coaxial. So anti-magnetic, all of that good stuff. It's a modern, well-built chronograph movement from Omega. It'd be really tough to beat this caliber in their lineup. That's what I'm saying. Like the 3861, as good as it is, I think you get more for not a whole lot more money jumping up to the 57. You don't get the lyre lugs, you don't get that classic moon watch look, But is that really what you want? I mean, those are great watches, but I can't help but think that it's becoming slightly cliche. And these maybe are a better way to go. Plus, these are more wearable for a smaller wrist. The standard Speedmaster is plenty wearable for a smaller wrist as well, even though it is a 42. But this one's even more wearable. So we'll go ahead and reset the chronograph. You can see there, stopping it, and it just instantly snaps back. Very clean operation. So the price point on this one's $8,600, and that is on the leather. It's a little bit more for the bracelet. Here it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. The leather's not broken in, so it's kind of squishing the fat on my wrist. But you can see there, looks, wears, feels great. Price point on the Sapphire Sandwich Speedy is $7,600. So this is like $1,000 premium. So it's, you know, it's not necessarily apples to apples, but it's just something to think about. You know, it's a really good thing that, you know, if you're on the fence, a lot of people that are looking at moon watches are not on the fence, first of all. But if you are on the fence and you're open to checking out something, I think, kind of cooler, it has more pop, it's not, you know, ordinary looking, it would be nice to go to Exquisite Timepieces and see these, because they have inventory of all of these. They have a ton of them. They even have precious metals and everything, if your wallet can stretch that far. They also have 60 other authorized, or 60 brands that they're authorized dealers for, and inventory in those brands. So pretty incredible showroom. And then they have a pre-owned section right next door. So I don't know that they have any of these in the pre-owned side, but I don't see a whole lot of Speedmasters, at least in my circle that I run. I don't see Speedmasters being sold a lot. I know they are sold on the secondary market, but it seems like a lot of people that buy them end up keeping them. I think they're that good of a watch, whether you get the Moon Swatch or the 57. Omega has a killer lineup, and like I said, Exquisite has them all. So let's give this a quick blast with the UV light. Let's kill the studio lights and check out the lume on this thing. Also, very good lume on this. Plenty legible. And you don't often get that with chronographs, but you definitely get it with the Omegas. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next vid.